Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
And we're the brothers come back here, y'all, with Lord's will, another edifying lesson. As always, man, first and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you, brothers across the four winds of the world, pushing this truth in all righteousness and sincerity. Hey, peace, blessings, and salutations to you, sincere Akim wa Akwath, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure in these last days.
Khan, hey, it's the water boy. Hey, shalom to all you Akim, you
Shalom.
Akwath, you brothers and you few sisters that subscribe to this doctrine that was given through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. To our beloved elder apostles on down to the elder bishops, elders, and Akim pushing this gospel and truth and sincerity today. Hey, peace, blessings, and salutations be unto you and your households, man. Hey, it's beautiful, man. Today, it's not, here in Arizona, man, it's not too hot. We're sitting under some shade. We're around a little bit of nature, man. You know what I mean? As far as nature can be, in the city of Phoenix, man. And you got a little, few ducks and some other birds and stuff like that. And hey, when we started, the brother was opening it up, man. This little, I don't know what it was called, man. This little small bird, man, came running up. It wasn't even flying, man. It was on the ground running. And it came from behind us and pulled up right next to us, man. It started looking at us, so hey, that was cool, But yeah, man, just getting into it, Salakia, man, just getting into it. Ultimately, Lord will, this lesson is edifying, Lord will, straight to the point. But we're going to go into diligence, man, because, ultimately our diligence, I remember seeing a brother's lesson not too long ago saying, you get whatever whatever you put into this ministry,
Oh, yep.
So ultimately your diligence is what's going to ultimately, determine, you either getting, being delivered or not, man.
Right.
Because if you're slothful, then you're ultimately, obviously the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna liken you unto a dunghill, man. And he will spew you out of his mouth. But if you're diligent, which is what we need to be, man. We need to be diligent, man. Then Lord will, part of the elect will be delivered. But actually, I want to start out with that word diligent. And I got it right here in on the online etymology, and it goes into constant in effort to accomplish what is undertaken. Right, man. So you have to be constant. You have to be persistent and be consistent when putting, when doing this work, man. Because at this present time, we're looking to get out of here, or you should be looking to get the hell up out of here, man. Can you grab 2 Peter's 1 and 10 if Babu Kashar?
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab this right here. This is Second Peter's chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 12. It says, "Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of our power, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." Right, and that's talking about that third World War, man. Where ICBM nuclear missiles are going to be shot off, and here in America is going to be completely, everything here in America, the trees, the concrete, the cars, whatever you can see, whatever your eye can see is going to be dissolved. It's going to be destroyed, And we're looking for that, man. We want that day to come, and we need that day to come, man.
We need it, bro.
We need it, absolutely need it.
Need it.
Continuing on, verse 13, it says, "Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwells righteousness," which is talking about the kingdom, man.
That's right.
And we know, in what is it, 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, verse 28 and 29, that this is a place where evil is sown, and that this evil, the place where that evil is sown, has to be destroyed in order for that which is sown with good to come.
That's right, bro.
Right, so again, we need this place to be destroyed, and we know that ultimately in this place being destroyed, that 2/3 of Israel is going to be destroyed here with this place, man, right along with the other nations that are here. So what do we have to do? We have to make our calling and election sure, man. We have to be diligent, so that way we may be found without spot and without blemish.
You have to be found worthy, man.
Right, man.
That's right, bro.
It goes right into the 14th verse, 2 Peter 3 and 14. "Wherefore, beloved, seeing that you look for such things, be diligent." Right, we know we already went into that word diligent. It goes into being constant, in effort to achieve, what has been undertaken. Right, It says, "Be diligent that you may be found of him in peace, without spot and blemish." Right, man. And this is just strictly being diligent when doing this work, man. We have to make our calling of election sure. Can you grab that 2 Peter's?
Yeah, come
You know,
on. It's first. You said second or First Peter?
second 1 and 10.
Oh, come. It's 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10, and it reads, "Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to
Right.
make."
Yeah, there's that word again, man.
That's right.
Give diligence, man. You know, go ahead.
Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall.
Right, man. And right now, you know, we're called to this thing, man. You know, Lord Yahweh Bashem El Shai has called us, you know, and you know, we're well, at this present time, what we're doing is we're trying to make our election, you know, to be a part of the elect. Sure, you know, we don't know if we're part of the elect, man. All we can do is do what we're told to do and hope, you know.
That's it.
Have faith, you know, that in doing what the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai says to do and in following, you know, after his word, that we will be part of the elect, man. You know, and ultimately, you know, the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai is starting to, you know, the closer we come to Yahweh Shai and the angels coming, you know, the more clear Yahweh Shem El Shai is making it, you know, to who he's dealing with, man. He's making it more clear on who he's dealing with and who very well has a higher chance of being part of the elect, man, than everybody else. And we know that great millstones, starting with the elder apostles on down, have the greatest chance, you know, of being the elect, man.
I got a precept.
You know, go ahead, bro.
Comes to James chapter 2 and verse 17. It says, "Even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone. Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works." Okay, you know, hey, that works are required, man. You see, because you have a lot of people, especially right now, you know, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, like it says in Habakkuk 2nd chapter, that all the earth shall be filled with the knowledge and glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. All right, so this truth has went out there. You have a lot more Israelites knowing about them being Israelites, about this truth, about, you know, so-called Jesus that not being his name. All right, and you have a lot of Israelites that are in that mentality of, you know, just knowing the truth is all I need to be saved and wearing my fringes, man. But it goes a lot deeper than that. It's a daily, you know, it's a daily requirement of you, you know, studying, man, and reading and being built up and applying the scriptures, man. You know, it's not just about knowing you're Israelite or, you know, wearing your fringes, which the fringes were really to remind us to keep the commandments, man. You know, and in the time we live in now in our captivity, it's not wise to always walk out with them. You know, but if that's what you're doing, you're not necessarily going off. It just wouldn't be wise making yourself a target. You see, but hey, the scripture say faith without works is this. So we're daily putting forth works to justify our faith every day. You know, we don't. That's why the Lord said, "His people they honor me with their lips, but their hearts far from me." Man, you see, your mind has to be focused on the Lord, and if your mind's focused on the Lord, then you're really focused on keeping the ways of the Lord, man. Because you want to please Him. You don't want the Lord to be displeased with you. That's a scary ass feeling, man.
Right, man, and you know, I love that the brother made that point, man. That, you know, which is a beautiful point. You know, proving our faith daily. Now think about it. You know, I'm gonna put this in terms as a friend. You know, you get with somebody and, you know, he shows you one time that he's a good friend, but the other times he doesn't show you that he's a good friend. He's not being consistent. Are you gonna keep that dude around as being your friend? No, man. You want somebody who's gonna be a good friend to you always, man. You know, you want somebody who's gonna constantly have your back. You know, he shows you that he's got your back. You know, let's say you get into a fight with somebody or whatever it may be. Man, this is just, you know, just me, just you know, just I guess randomly speaking, so to speak, man. But, you know, just throwing out an analogy. But yeah, you know, let's say you end up getting into a fight and he shows you one time, you know, that he's got your back, and you're like, woo, well, you know, he's got my back, this, that, and the third. But then you go out there again, all of a sudden he ain't got your back. You're not gonna want that dude around, man.
What happened to
you know what I mean?
man?
He's not being consistent, he's not being persistent, man. So you don't want that dude around, man. You know, because you don't know if he's gonna pick and choose, you know, basically, you know, when to defend you, when, you know, you're supposed to be your friends, man. Your friend is supposed to go out there and be shoulder to shoulder with you in battle, man. You know, no matter what. You know, but then you got these guys that, you know, that, again, they pick and choose. Like, you know, a lot of these camps, man, they're not consistent. You know, they're not persistent. You know, they're just, they pick and choose. You know, the scriptures tell you to be instant in season and out of season, man, when it's convenient and when it's not convenient, you know. So we're talking about it at all times, man. You know, that's part of being diligent, man. You know, that's part of, you know, being consistent, being persistent. You know, and I'm going to use those words a lot, man, because that is a heavy part of being in this gospel, man, is being, you know, as far as being, you know, being there, as far as doing the works, it's repetitious, man. It's something that is first nature, man. You know, just going out there and doing these things and knowing, you know what I mean, that these things are ultimately going to aid in you being delivered, amen, it's repetition. And it's something that we don't even think about. It's something that we just do because, again, it's first nature for us now, man.
Yeah.
You know, when you first start doing it, it's a little, okay, well, now I got to get used to doing it. But once you start doing it, you start getting into the motions of things. It's easy. It's not as hard. It's just something that, again, it's first nature, man. You know. But again, you got a lot of these guys that, you know, they have to force themselves. They have to sit there and they'll even not do it, man, because they have to try to force themselves. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That you're trying to force yourself to do something, hey, that's hard in itself, man. You know. So then you got a lot of guys that are inconsistent. You know,
Making excuses.
yeah,
And really, there's no excuse, man. I mean, that's why you did hear a lot of brothers saying recently, man, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we all get weak, we're all in the flesh. But at the end of the day, we're at the end of this damn world, man.
That's right.
Here pretty soon, Lord willing, more of the elect, our Lord's going to come back and get us, man. He's going to come back. He's going to bring us home. You see, so it's almost time for us to go home. And we know that, too, because the Lord's sending signs daily throughout the earth.
That's right.
Different judgments where you know it's like, that's the Lord, man. You know, all these different signs the Lord's showing us, that blood moon that just came. This truth is very real, brothers. And we understand that, man. And now that we know we're in the time when all hell's about to break loose and we're about to go home, what mentality should you have, man?
right.
You shouldn't be in the woe is me spirit, which you can't get in those spirits, man, because demons are fucking with you more, holding you down while you're asleep. You can't get enough sleep. Hours, work's an hour too long, your sleep's an hour too short. You know, you feel like you just done got no energy, but you still need to focus on what's happening, right? What
Right.
you're involved in, man.
That's right.
You know, and keep that mentality and be strong in the Lord, man. See? Hey, little
The
bird.
bird came again, man. It's that same type of bird too.
Hey, shalom, bird.
Shalom, bird. And
God.
you over here running and jumping and shit.
and the whole creation groaneth, man.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, that was all I want to say on that,
No
man.
comment, man. I mean, that's beautiful, man. You know, because again, you know, we don't want to be like the 2/3, man, because we ultimately know. You know, we know what the 2/3 end is, man. We know it's going to be destruction. You know, and in 2/3, you look at their, their way of life. Hey, they're not consistent in anything, man. Hey, Jake will fucking, you know what I mean? You got Jake that'll sit there and hop from job to job to job to job to job because they don't, you know what I mean? They don't like it or, you know, this and that. You know, first off, we know that we're in captivity. We're not gonna fucking like anything, motherfucker. Like
No, everything sucks, man.
everything sucks, no matter what job. So you might as well just stay at a job that's gonna pay you decent or what, you know, whatever it may be, man. You know. Hey, but Jake ain't consistent in friendships. Jake ain't consistent in relationships. Jake ain't consistent or diligent with anything, man. You know. And what is their end all be all, man? It's destruction. You know. You know, but Lord will part of the elect. Hey, guess what, man? We're being diligent in this truth, which is the most important thing. You know.
That's right.
Which is ultimately, again, is going to aid in us being delivered, man. And it's not just because, you know, we're consistent. You know, it's not just because we're persistent. Hey, but you go look at the other side of that, the word diligent. It goes into, you know, basically putting in careful works, man. You know, being careful. Hey, so we're not just sitting out here saying anything willy-nilly, man. You know, we're not just saying, you know, whatever comes to mind. No, we're actually going out there and getting built up to a spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai before we go out there, man. You know, not just running out there because, you know, somebody asked us to go out there or whatever it may be, man. No, you got to get built up, man. You know, you got to be on point with this, man. You know, because it's a very sensitive thing, you know, going out there and saying whatever all willy-nilly, and then now all of a sudden you're doomed because you want to preach a different doctrine.
Or somebody, and say you're not well studied, somebody could come up to you with a question that you may not know, and you might butcher the question, you might give them the wrong answer.
Right.
You know, this thing is very serious, man. This is the business of the Lord right here, man. This isn't our business. And what you got to remember is in any business, in any job that you're in, you're always replaceable.
That's right.
If you're not, because we represent Yahweh Shemel Shai. If we're not representing the Lord right, He can get somebody else to fill our shoes.
That's right.
Even like a basketball game, man. Say you're not getting any rebounds, you're fumbling the ball, you're getting turnovers, your 3-point range isn't adding up. You're not putting in towards the team. You're gonna be benched out and substituted, man. See, that's scary too. You can always be replaced, man.
Always, man.
That should keep you in the fear of the Lord.
Matter of fact, dealing with that, can you grab Proverbs 22 or 29:22?
Yep.
You know, Because again, this is a business, man. This is not, you know what I mean, and it's not our business, as the brother said, man. It's not our business. It's the business of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and we're employees, man. You know, and this is not like, you know, this is not a, you know, a job or a business that's in the world. This is a spiritual business, man. You know, and for us to ultimately excel, and we have to put forth those good works and be you know, consistent, persistent, and careful.
That's right.
Very, very careful, man. You know, otherwise you will be cast out. The spirit will be taken away from you, man. And now all of a sudden you lost your job, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, scriptures even say, you know, that it is better for you have not known the way of righteousness than to have known, man. So you're ultimately, your latter end, once you come into this truth and you leave, or you end up being slothful, or, you know what I mean, you stop being diligent, you go back into the world, and your latter end is worse than in the beginning, man.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
You know? Hey, so that's a scary thing too. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai could bug you out even more, man. Having you, hey, you could be a very diligent brother, man, and something happens in your life, you know, woman or whatever it may be, all of a sudden you're not as diligent, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai takes that spirit off you, and guess what you do, man? You go into the world and be a homosexual, man. You know what I mean? Like that is, you know, for before you were in the truth, all you were doing is smoking weed. Then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, you stop being diligent, the Most High takes the spirit off you. Now you're doing all types of abominable acts, man. You know? Your latter end will be worse than in the beginning, man. You know?
That's why you make that prayer like King David, man. Take not away from me thy Holy Spirit. You know, because the Spirit is borrowed, man. It's not ours. You know, if it was ours, we would have the ability to, you know, to control whether we have it or not, man.
Yeah.
But that's why we pray to the Lord that He keeps it on us. You see?
That's right. So you gotta be careful, man. You know? Let's grab that.
You said Proverbs 29 and
22.
22. 22 and
No, Proverbs 29 and 22.
oh, okay. Thank you, minister.
Oh, okay, it might be 22, 29.
See, it's that man diligent.
Yeah. Slakia.
There you go, bro. This is Proverbs 22 and verse 29. It says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business?"
Right. Seest thou a man diligent in his business, man. And again, now we're combining the two major points of being diligent, right? Putting in, you know, being constant and being careful, man. You know, that's what we have to do, man. We have to be constant. We have to be careful. And it says what, man?
Kind of says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business?"
Right, in his business. Again, we're a part of the business of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, which ultimately what we're doing was we're making it ours, man. When in reality it's ultimately Yahweh Shem Shai's. But you know, when you make something yours, and you tend to care for it and do it better, man. You know,
Because you represent that business.
exactly. You know,
How much more the powers of the universe, man, of
that's
existence.
right. That's right.
See, how should you act then?
Mm-hmm.
It says, "He shall stand before kings; he shall not stand before mean men."
Right, man. We should stand before kings, man. You know, and that number one king is Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai. You know, we're gonna stand before Yahweh Shai, and Lord will, we're part of the elect. Lord will, we've been, you know, being, you know, diligent enough. Hey, we're gonna be crowned by Yahweh Shai, man. We're gonna get our own personalized crown. It might have our name on it, or however the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai knows we want it to be. It'll be made perfectly, fit our heads perfectly. You know, just for us, the perfect weight. You know, the perfect form of our head.
I say every time, but because me and the brother after our camp, man, we were talking to another brother from our camp, man, and you know what I'm saying, and well, after he's not in the camp, but nevertheless, we're talking about that, man, how Yahweh Shai created us, man, and he knows our spirits.
Yeah.
You know, so he knows what you like more than what you know you like. You thought you knew yourself when Yahweh Shai created you, man.
Yeah.
His hands crafted you.
Literally, you know.
Flies, man.
That's beautiful, man. So hey, you know, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you know, and putting forth those good works, and what's gonna happen, man? You're gonna ultimately, you know, you're gonna stand before kings, man. You know, you being, as far as being a man, you know, in this truth, pushing this truth, you will be a king. You know, you're gonna be a ruler in the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, man. Watch this devil come and fuck up with these ducks, man. You know, oh man, come on, man. Go away. Damn devil, man. You had to come right where the ducks are. You couldn't go nowhere else. Fucking Satan, man. You know,
The
but
ducks look mad too.
hell yeah, man. And he's just walking after him and shit. Let's grab another scripture, man. It's probably Proverbs 13:4.
Come on. I got 2 precepts. Proverbs 13.
Yeah, you can get your precepts. You can get your precepts.
Con. This is Psalm 125 and verse 4. And it says, "Do good, O Yahweh, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts." You see, those that are upright are those that are following in the ways of the Lord, which is good, man. You see, this is good right here. Everything else in the world is bad. You see, trying to keep these words to the best of your ability and serving Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, that's the good, man. And the Lord's gonna do good unto you for ultimately putting your mind and putting your time into this truth, man. You see, and the Lord say He's gonna. What does it say? That was a promise that was made, and I believe the book of Jeremiah concerning the second covenant. He said, "All the evil that I brought upon them, will I also bring the good." Well, that good is gonna that second covenant is gonna first be established with the house of David, the elect, the first fruits, man. You see, and we want to be a part of that number, so we have to follow in doing good. You see, to be able to stand before Yahweh Shai and receive those crowns.
Hey, I gotta just say something real quick. That's how you know this is spirit right now, man. Hey, because the brother Tazabah, from here in the GMS Phoenix camp, he posted a lesson called "No Crutches for Lack of Effort," man.
Oh damn.
So hey, you gotta.
Damn.
That's the spirit, man. You have to go hard, man.
Yeah.
You have to stay diligent, man. You have to try and make your calling of election sure, man, to the best of your ability, man. 'Cause again, you look at the mindset of the people in this world. Hey, we had birds fly right over our head. I know brothers saw that.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
It flew right over our head, man.
Yeah, that was cool.
But yeah, that was pretty cool, man. So hey, you got there's no like the brothers titled that video, man. There's no crutch for the lack of effort, man. If you're not being diligent, you're not being consistent, you're not being careful. Hey, well, guess what, man? You're ultimately gonna be taken out, man.
Yeah,
That's the
easily
bottom
be
line.
replaced, man.
Easily be replaced. Go ahead, get yours.
Comes to 1 Corinthians 15:58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable,
Right.
always abounding in the work of the Lord."
It's unmovable, man. Meaning you're stuck in that place, man. That's like when a transmission of a car, stops working. It's stuck in that position. No matter how much you push on that gas pedal, you hit the brakes, and that car is not fucking moving, man.
Right.
That clutch is fucking done, man. And that's how we have to be in this truth, man. We have to be, what did Drake say? 0 to 100 real quick, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we had to be on 144,000. No, there is no zero, man. We have to be on 144,000 right now, man. As far as being diligent, as far as being consistent and careful, and trying to be a part of the elect, man. Because if you're not doing that, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You're basically setting yourself up to be destroyed at that point. If you ain't serving Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, you're serving this world, man.
Yeah, and those missiles, man, that should be like a motivator to you, man.
That's real.
That's a motivator to me.
Hell yeah. That's for damn sure.
You know what I mean? When some brothers talk about their visions and things they have and their sounds and all that shit, man, that should be scaring the hell out of me, man. And I can only imagine what it's gonna look like. Imagine just some chariots show up and you know what's going on, but say you went back into the world and you were being lukewarm the whole time. Not making it seem like amongst brothers you're actually a good brother, being diligent. You go home, you're doing all types of wickedness, man. And then Yahweh Shai comes back, boom, you weren't watching or paying attention. He comes and catches you off guard.
Right.
And you see brothers getting beamed up because hey, everybody's gonna see the salvation of the elect, man.
That's right.
It says their enemies beheld them as they went up into a cloud. So everybody's gonna see that salvation, man. You see it. You don't want to be the one that you see 4 brothers get beamed up right next to you and you're being left. That's scary as hell, man. And that's what's getting ready to happen. You see? That's what's getting ready to happen, man. It says 2 men shall be in the field and 1 shall be taken.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The elect's gonna be saved. Did you have something else?
No, go ahead.
I'll just finish this one off. 1 Corinthians 15:58 says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord."
Right.
Yeah, and our diligence, man, you know what I'm saying? The sacrifice we made for Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, the time we put into it, even though we might have had headaches or physical ailments we had to deal with, meanwhile trying to read and dealing with demons messing with us, but still going to work and all this shit, but we're still putting in that work for the Lord. That's all being seen and documented, man. All right, it's all being documented. You got, your name is written in the heavens, man.
That's right.
Okay, and your riches are being stacked up every time you invest into this truth. You see, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. You You see, so your work is not in vain. That's all gonna come back to you. You see, and like the brother said, what you put in is what you get back. You see, and I got one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is
Probably end it out right there. We didn't want to make this too long, man. It's pretty self-explanatory, man. Hey, just stay diligent, you know.
Yeah, bro. Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever ye do.
It's like, and if you don't know, you know what diligence is, amen. The scriptures tell you that, you know what I mean. It says, what does it say? It says, that you do show forth the same diligence. You gotta look at the men that you know that came before you. So with the elder apostles on down, even the apostles of the Bible, you know, the disciples and the apostles of the Bible, man. You know, the prophets and so on and so forth, man. You know, you look at those examples, man. You know, and then you got real life examples. I mean, the scriptures are obviously real life, but I'm talking about in the flesh examples. Again, starting with the elder apostles, man. You know, so if you don't know what diligence, you know, is like, hey, well, fucking, you know, pay attention, open your fucking eyes, man.
Yeah.
You got examples of diligence, man. You know, and again, I love that fucking word, man, diligent, because that's what we need to do. We need to be diligent, because being diligent is part of enduring.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
You know, God, it's like
that's facts. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord, and not unto men. And that word heartily goes into like passionately, man. You know what I mean? You know, being fervent, being on fire. It says, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Yahweh Shai. You see, meanwhile, you know, you're doing all these things, you're making those sacrifices, you're putting in that time, you're being diligent. You know, just know that there's going to be a reward coming. Which really first, you know, you should just be doing this because this is why we were created. You see, but the bonus is that there's going to be a reward, and that's another motivator for us, man. You know, that the Lord sees us down here doing what we're doing for him, man. And he's not just, you know, like say he's not unrighteous to forget your works and labors of love, man. Lord sees all of us brothers, man, and you sisters too. And it's going to be a great reward, man. It's going to make you have that cartoon smile. You're going to be smiling from one end of your ear to the other one, man.
That's right.
Like that Cheshire cat off of Alice in Wonderland,
yeah.
man. You're gonna be so damn happy to see what the Lord does for you, man. You just gotta wait on him, man, and do what he told you to do. And staying diligent is one of the key ingredients for us in this faith. Staying diligent, man. You know? That's it, bro.
Calm, man. It's beautiful, man. You know, so unless you got something else.
That's it.
Calm, man. So, hey, you know, just keep doing what you got to do, man. You know, we're almost out of here.
That's right,
you
bro.
know, keep the faith. You know, stay diligent. You know, so with that, we want to give all praise, honor, glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadah. Again, double honors to the elder apostles and other bishops, a great millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai. And peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. I want to say Shalom.
Kwam Yasha'Allah and Abba Shalom.